Headaches are no fun, but these are a few moves that I've tried that helps alleviate some of the tension and get some nice blood flow moving to the neck and shoulder area. And this can be done sitting down. You can be in your bed, you can be on a chair, you can be on the floor. But we're going to start with a gentle, just dropping the chin to the chest and allowing the back of the neck to be long. And we're going to breathe here and try and just release any tension that you're feeling. It might not all go, and that's okay, but we're just going to consciously tune in to whatever conscious tension we're holding and to see what we can release here. And we're going to bring the head up to neutral, and we're going to allow the right ear to drop to the right shoulder. And just notice, does your head turn one direction or the other naturally? So when we drop our ear to our chest or shoulder, a lot of times the head will point more towards the ceiling, and that's fine. But after a breath or two, let's see if we can maybe look a little bit more down towards the floor with that ear dropping to the shoulder. When we move with neck and shoulders, and especially when we have a headache, everything should be done with intention and just some slow mindfulness. And we'll switch sides. So bring that head to center and then dropping the left ear to the left shoulder. And again, a lot of us tend to open that face up towards the ceiling. So you can just maybe intentionally nudge your nose to point more towards the ceiling just for a second. Nice, good exhale. And now we're going to point that nose more towards the floor with that ear dropping to the shoulder still. You might notice the tension of where you're feeling the stretch change. Excellent. So now we're going to do one of my favorite moves when I'm carrying neck and shoulder tension is we're going to bring your hand, if you have access to your chest and to your skin, go ahead and put your hand there because it's going to connect to the fascia that's connected through the whole body. And then we're going to, rather than dropping the head straight back, we're going to lift the chin towards the ceiling. But you're going to anchor that skin down with your hand. So you're just going to put a little bit of gentle pressure pushing on your chest, but nothing too strong. And then lifting that chin up and away. Then you're going to breathe. And then here we get to explore. So taking that chin and then maybe rotating it to the left and maybe dropping that ear just a little bit. And we're breathing. And then switching sides. So here you get to look for where your line of tension is, and you're going to know it when you find it. So you can really explore in this position back and forth, and you can just gently move through this stretch, continuing to lift that chin up rather than dropping the head back. Or if you find like a little bit of a yowzer, a little bit of a, oh, there it is, then you could just hang out there. And this is one I tend to be a jaw clencher, and I tend to carry my tension in my neck, shoulders, and jaw. And so sometimes even like if I'm kind of stressed out and I like go alone in a room for, maybe I try and find something and then I forget why I'm even there. But I'm like alone for just a minute with my thoughts and I'm realizing I'm carrying a lot of tension. I'll just do this for like 2 minutes. I'll just pause and actively stretch those muscles out. And I just feel a little bit of a release. So after I do that, and you can hang out there as long as you would like, as long as it would feel good. But I do recommend a couple minutes just to kind of explore and find your tension patterns. Is you can use physical touch and just give yourself a little bit of a neck massage. So you can kind of use the tips of your fingers and trace down. There's a really cool muscle here that attaches at the back of the skull and wraps around down towards the front of the neck called the sternocleidomastoid. And that is one that can also carry a bunch of tension. And so you can just gently trace it. And in this moment of self-care, and you can do both sides at the same time, but you can even give yourself a little bit of a scalp massage. Kind of search for where you carry your tension. So it might be in your temples, it might be in your forehead, it might be up at the top of your head. But just take a few minutes to use physical touch to gently signal to the body that it's okay, we don't need to have so much tension right now. You can, if you're someone who uses essential oils or a little bit of, you could use a little bit of oil, that would feel really good. And you can just take an extra minute or two to just give yourself that self care.